Hi everyone, it's another day today. This is going to be a sort of tinkering around vlog today. I've not been doing much. We've been away on my Butler's Empire channel to London. So anyway, Sharon's out the back doing the mowing, as you can see. Just getting the garden straight. Been buying a few more bits for the Fizzy. Let's just take you into the log cabin. The old owner has been on to me again for the Fizzy to give me a little bit more of an update as to what parts were FS1 on it, and he basically told me that the clocks on it come from an FS1, I think he said. Where are we? Because I think the ones that were here, I can't remember where it is, it's in here somewhere. The original clock that come on this bike would have been a metal cased one, and the one on there I think is a plastic cased one, so that was one of the things. And also coming to the back, when I stripped it down the frame, it looks like it's had some sort of repair there. Looks like it may have rusted through there. I think that's where the mudguard bolt goes through, and someone's put a little bit of a plate in there, so I think I really need to correct that. I'm probably going to grind this little thing out there and weld a little plate in and make it smooth again, so that's got to be repaired. And as far as this nut goes, for where is it? What one was it? I think it's this hole here. I think you remember me telling you that the previous owner said it had stripped out, and what I was going to do, I was going to fill it and then re-tap and drill it. But someone said, why don't you use a riv nut? I knew about riv nuts, but I'd forgotten all about it. So I actually went out and bought this kit here. This is a riv nut kit, and what it does, it'll put a thread in. I've just got to drill a bigger hole. Then you insert one of these, either M3 to M10, whatever one you've got there. It comes with some riv nuts in here. In fact, let's open the box up and have a look. So this is the riv nut set. There's another box in there. I think this comes with some extras in there maybe. Let's have a little look. Take it out from the other end, I think. This might be the riv nuts in there, I think. So we'll have a little look. As I say, it's a thing I was aware of. Oh yeah, here we go. You've got all the different size riv nuts in there, look. All labelled up, M8, M10, M6. I've got a feeling that might be an M6, that one. So I've got loads of them there, as you can see. And in here is the actual riv nut tool, as you can see there, with all the different settings. That's an M4 one. They've all fallen out of their holes basically, but you get the idea anyway. So oh yeah, they just push back in, didn't they? All the adapters are in there. They're all in here, it's just that they've all fallen out by the looks of it. So that's the riv tool, riv nut tool. They're the spare ones of them, obviously. Let's just leave them in there for now. So yeah, I'll be using that to put the, or repair the hole in the frame. And also I've now put my powder coating oven back together. I'll show you that. So this is my powder coating oven. Those of you who haven't seen this, I actually made this, and as you can see now, what happened was, where I made this out of, oh, let's put that, clip that back in there. When I made this out of steel panels, over the couple of years that I was using it, they rusted, and as you were powder coating, the rust was actually falling onto the little onto your powder coated bits. And so what I've had to do is take all these panels out, de-rust them basically, and I've coated them with this this stuff, the aluminium foil, which I did have in there before, and I've used that in there on the seams and all that, and it doesn't degrade and fall off or whatever. So that's all nice and shiny now, so I'm happy with that. I can start using that again now. So I've got to start getting my sandblaster back in action, and it's a right bloody mess in here. I told you that before. This has all got to be sorted out. As I say, this is the other half of my workshop. This was all clean at one stage. There's my RD, but there's my sandblasting cabinet, which I've got to get to now and get tidied up. It's just a junk shop at the moment, but I will get round to it, and I'm chipping away at it now one by one. And you all know I've still got the Trotter engine to put back together. I will get back onto that. It's as and when, folks, as I've said to you before. So there's the Fizzy engine, which has got to be stripped down, and all casings repainted. I've got new casings to go on there, and I've been buying a few more little bits for the Fizzy. As you can see there, I've got that brand new, I think it's a pattern kickstart, that, yeah, it will be a pattern kickstart. I've got the other one there, obviously, in the box over there, but just for the sake of it, that was only cheap anyway, so I bought that. That's about 14 quid, I think. So that's that. I've got my manual, as you know, and I've just gone out and bought this manual. This is from John Watts. Now, I actually done a video with John Watts, way back, probably about 2010, something like that. John Watts wrote this, he restored Fizzys, and I've actually got on my channel a video of me going around John's house and looking at all these Fizzys, and I sold that on DVD many years ago, but I put them videos there on this channel anyway, so you can go and see John Watts, the creator of this book, and see all the Fizzys what he had at the time. So I actually use this as a little powder coating oven as well. This works very well. This is just a little induction, well, not an induction, a little ceramic hob oven on the top there, and I've used that for my smaller parts, which I can still use now and powder coat when I don't need to turn the big oven on. So he tells me now that he don't think the wheel was off of an SS50. He thinks that is an original Fizzy wheel. So I'm going to be stripping this down, as you know, and painting this, so I might send that off to my sandblaster. My sandblaster's just done a great job on my front gates. Let me show you. I'm going to take you around the front now, because I've actually had my main gates, you know them big white gates we had around the front, I actually had them sandblasted and powder coated, and it took 2 days for him to sandblast the whole gates. You know how intricate they were, I'll show you. Right, so back out the front here now, and I don't know whether you know I built the carport here not so long back. Well, as you can probably see now, we've already stained it now. That's got a wood coating on it now, and that's all done. So coming down to the front where the gates are, I've got a bit more gravel work to do here, as you can see, but here's the front gates now. These were all crumbly and white originally, and let's just show you. If I just open that gate now, look, you can see how perfect these are now. A lot of these were broken off these, and I had them cable tied, but the bottom bar here was all rusted, and what he's done, he cut that bar out, and this is a whole brand new bar along the bottom there now, so that's been put in. And also there was other welding bits to do as well. You can see he's welded all these back on again to the new bar, but this is all totally powder coated now. And don't forget, every one of these spirals from each face all the way around the whole lots of the doors there's 2 big doors there, as you can see there. They had to be sandblasted. It took him 2 days to do all them. And what I've got to do now, this has been like this ever since we moved in. This gate doesn't open fully, because whoever put these in originally, look, that actually hits the nuts there, look, as you can see. So you've got a gate that doesn't open like in a dead straight line like it should do. So what they're going to do, they're going to cut these bolts off flush, and they're going to weld on some added plate along here and then down there to put 2 new fixings there, and that way these bolts won't be in the way anymore, because they'll be cut off flush. It's only on this gate, because the other gate is fine. This one opens fully, because whoever done these made these stick out further, as you can see there. But yeah, that's been like that all the time, but they're going to be painted black as well, obviously. So yeah, he's done a lovely job with these gates, absolutely lovely job. So once these bolts are done, these can be painted black then, and happy days. But they go, you can't paint them like this, to be honest with you. You've got to powder coat them, but everything's in every little crack and corner. I've painted these a few times when they were white, and it like took me sort of 2 to 3 days to paint them, but absolutely lovely job. It's put a new lease of life into them gates anyway. So yeah, it's come together now, the drive. There's still some over gravel there, which has got to be slung along the edge there once we get a chance to cut all these last bits of bushes down along there, and then we'll just redistribute all this gravel down there. Basically done a good job. And I put that mesh on the side gate there, just to act as a privacy barrier. So we've been doing loads as well, folks. So plus we've been down to London, and our videos out for our London visit. Also, if you go over to Project Man channel, I think Gary's got some footage of, he's had the new bumper put on the front of his van, and you can see that. Oh no, you won't see that on there. You have to go to the Butler's Empire. I don't think he filmed any of that. I filmed it on my Butler's Empire channel, which is coming out next week, next Tuesday I think. Anyway, let's get back inside. So I'm in the living room now. These are the cases I bought for the Fizzy. These come from oh god, where was it? Was it France? I can't remember. I think they come from France, yeah. So I've got these to clean up and obviously put new bearings in and sort out. This one on the other one was broken here, I think, if I remember rightly. So that's got to be another job I've got to do to transfer over. We've got, there's my old choppers there, as you can see. That's me, a Quicksilver one, and the brand new red one that's in the box there. I went out and bought some retro lights for them as well. So that's going to be for this original Mark II chopper over there. There's the graphics on the table for the tank when I get that done. And Jimmy's been playing about with some colours, as you can see. He's been doing some matching the colours. That one was too bright, although that was, I think, for an RD400, which was a slightly different colour. That was a Yamaha paint code, apparently. But he matched it to a with the Spectrum gun or whatever it is. This is actually the actual correct colour for the Fizzy. I think it was competition yellow. I think it was. So that's what that's matched up with there. There you go. The grass has been cut now. Garden's starting to look a bit nicer now. And as you know, folks, there's the Trotter van. I know it's still sitting there, but again, time has been of the essence. There's a lot of work involved in this, and as I say, before I can start finishing this off, it may not even be this year now because I've got other things to do as well. But even so, while it's sitting out here, it's actually getting the natural patina on it, which people normally spray on there. Got all this grimed in dirt. Don't forget this was actually resprayed, but I'll leave all that on there. And just to show you the inside of it, those of you who haven't seen it before, there it is. That's the Trotter van there. It's basically got the chassis over there under cover at the moment, and as you know, I've got to rebuild the engine and sort that lot out. I've got the back door to sort out here. I filled that in because it had repair work around here because the hinges do tend to pull off there. And what I'm going to do is to put a metal insert inside there all the way down and clamp it on the inside so that you ain't putting all your pressure on the fiberglass there. So that's something I'm going to be doing, and I can get that from inside there. So I'll be putting that inside there, underneath there, and inside the body there, basically. So yeah, there you go. That's the chassis to the Trotter van. I know a lot of you want to see this back on the road. Well, so do I. Don't forget, I want it as well on the road. As I say, that's coming up as and when. I've still got all my other bikes, as I've told you about. They're just sitting there. I bought a lot of these bikes, folks. All this stuff that I've been buying recently is basically as a collection, as an investment. The other, I've got the 1200 Suzuki Bandit, as you know. I've got an FZR 400. I've got the 600 Bandit. I've also got the Phaser, the 600 Phaser, the little Honda 75, which you probably haven't seen. Or those of you who are recent wouldn't have seen that. I've got the Mobilette Moped. I've also got the RSX 100, which I've bought loads of spares for. Once I get all this tidied out, and as you remember, I've got to extend this workshop as well, because I'm definitely tight for space in here now. You know, this sort of stuff does take time. As I say, this is now my main channel, and as a result of that, I have a commitment to earn our money on our other main channel, so that's where most of my time goes. This is a hobby, so hobbies sometimes have to take a back seat before you actually get stuff done after you've done your main channel sort of thing, or your main work. Most people only get a couple of days in a weekend or to practice their hobbies. Well, I'm pretty much the same, because I'm editing, filming, doing all that sort of stuff on the other channel, because that's our main source of income, you see. So, well, I used to spend more time on this channel. Now, the other channel is the main channel. So that's the way it goes. So, you know, it's just how life goes, and you've just got to go where the money is, unfortunately. I'd love to build this channel back up again, but as you've seen, I've put more videos out recently, but sometimes there's been a bigger gap. As I say, the 7 or 8 day gap now between me and the last video. But I want to get the Fizzy done, as you well know, and that's taken priority over everything, because I want to get that on the road. It's basically a simple, straightforward job. All the parts were there, whereas the other restorations I've got to do involve, they need a lot of space and all that. Well, this didn't really need a lot of space. All this needed was this little bit of worktop counter here, and also that there. Anyway, just a little update vid this one, folks. Hope you've enjoyed this. Don't forget, it is Bank Holiday weekend, and I'll be putting out a video as soon as I start getting this stripped down, this frame here. I'll dig the welder out. We'll get this welded up and repaired, and I'll get this stripped down, get it sandblasted, and we can start painting that. That's the main part then for the bike to be put back together. That and the swinging arm in there. The rest of it will be just preparing all the little parts and all that, the casings and all that, getting them all painted up and all that, and then it's just put back together. So hopefully this bike should be done pretty soon, and then I'm going to dig the RD out, I think the RD 250, and bolt the new parts I've got on for that. So keep an eye out for that one as well, and we'll see you in the next video, and until then, bye for now.